Lone Star 92.5. We got a job to do, boys.
Yeah, we do.
My God, we're going to do it. We may not do it well, but we're going to do it anyway. It's our Super Bowl tailgate party. Fox 4's Mike Ducey is here.
Good morning.
My son Clay is here.
Good morning.
Later on, comedian Jake Johansson will be here. Just in time for the food. When is the greatness of Breadwinner coming
Breadwinners is on their way, and they should be ringing me up any minute now.
So Seattle and the Broncos, I mean, is that what the prediction was going to be all the time? Is that what people were predicting?
I think for a good part of this year, they were clearly the best teams, and that's what's neat about this Super Bowl. As Bo said, it's not often you get the number one offense and the number one defense in the same game, and I don't think anybody would dispute that these are the two best teams, especially on the AFC side. If San Francisco had made it, that would have been legit as well.
What about Kansas City? I mean, they were kind of came on strong.
They started off great and fizzled out.
They did, and Andy Reid did some great things there, but I think the year kind of caught up to them. I think they became really a little bit more of who they are as the year went on. I mean, he's building something outstanding there. But
yeah, you don't expect him to go from worst to first just like that, although that has been done before.
It has, but what Pete Carroll has done there in Seattle with that defense and just the whole Peyton Manning story with Denver and the kind of weapons he has and how much better he makes everybody around him. And Denver can run the ball, too. That's the thing. Denver can run the ball a little bit with no Sean Moreno, so they're not just one-dimensional. But, yeah, tasty little matchup here.
Mm-hmm. It's what I saw at the beginning. Like, I was kind of happy to see this one come together because that was my prediction at the start of the playoffs.
Yeah, but we were wanting Cowboys or Saints to get in there.
Well,
Nothing going to happen there, friends. I want to see porn star Savannah Sampson take on the Seattle Legion of Boom. She wants to take them all on. So that'd be the Legion of Poon in Winnipeg. So
who came up with that line?
I don't know. Deuce actually came up. Give it to Deuce. Give it to Deuce.
My mind does not work that way.
Okay, we each got some facts. It's time for a Super Bowl edition of Did You Know?
Right on.
All right? I got mine.
All right.
Did you know it is estimated that 1.23 billion chicken wings will be consumed on game day this Sunday? If the chicken wing is 3 inches long, people will consume enough chicken wings that if the wings were put end to end, it would wrap around the Earth's equator twice.
Wow. Kind of makes me want chicken wings.
This will do you no good whatsoever. It may win you a bar bet.
Where are they coming up with all these chicken wings?
I don't know. Because there was supposed to be a wing shortage and a Velveeta shortage and an avocado shortage for guacamole. Somehow they'll persist. Did you know Super Bowl Sunday is the busiest pizza delivery day of the year? Did you know the only team to win Super Bowls in 4 different decades?
Let's think about that.
The only Super Bowl team to win Super Bowls in 4 different decades. If you think you'll get it. No.
Not Pittsburgh, huh?
No.
Not Miami.
No.
4 different decades.
Okay.
Cowboys?
No.
Who is it? Green Bay.
No.
Wait a minute. Let this.
That wouldn't be Green Bay because they didn't win one.
I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
They're playing in their city that they play in.
The Giants?
The Giants.
Oh,
Wow.
86, 90, 2007, and 2011.
Oh, dang.
Mm-hmm.
See, I was thinking consecutive decades.
No, in Super Bowl II, which Oakland Raider became the first player to score 2 touchdowns for a losing Super Bowl team?
Fred.
No. January 68, Oakland receiver Bill Miller caught 2 touchdown passes from Daryl LaMonica.
Bill Miller.
Daryl LaMonica, you graduated Daryl LaMonica Stadium,
Yes,
didn't you?
I did.
Bill Miller got a big barbecue chain in San Antonio.
Does he? Yes.
I don't think it's the same
No,
guy.
How about this? Did you know the first artist to headline a Super Bowl halftime show is a solo act?
The first.
Oh, we
artist-
saw that,
first?
didn't we?
Michael Jackson.
Yes.
Michael
Is that
Jackson.
right?
We
Yeah.
saw that at Super Bowl in California.
At
Remember
the
that?
Rose Bowl.
At the Rose Bowl.
at that.
Where the seats are like this.
Oh,
you know?
man.
Yeah. And did you know that the first player to say, I'm going to Disney World after winning?
Joe Namath.
No.
Phil Simms.
Phil Simms, absolutely right. Look at Deuce.
Good.
All right, Deuce. Deuce, give us yours. Deuce has got some Super Bowl trivia.
The weather's such a big story here, and I know I think we disagree on this. I like the fact they're playing it outside. I hope it snows. I think the TV numbers would go even higher. I think the league would love it. But hey, we have some Super Bowl weather trivia here for you.
All right.
The wettest Super Bowl.
Yes.
Peyton Manning played in it. 2007, Colts and Bears, inch of rain.
Oh, yes.
20-mile-an-hour winds.
I remember that.
So maybe the wind doesn't bother Peyton that much after all.
Isn't it the only Super Bowl that has actually rained before?
Don't ask me these questions that I don't know the answer
to.
Right?
It was also the first Super Bowl where somebody ran the opening kickoff back for a touchdown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Devin Hester.
8 turnovers in that game. Coldest Super Bowl, Cowboys played in it. Yes, kids, the Cowboys used to play in Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I've heard legends and stories of legends of those times.
72 at Tulane Stadium in New Orleans. The high temperature was 42.
Yeah.
Coldest Super Bowl city was Detroit, Pontiac, Michigan, but it was inside.
Right.
The outdoor temp was 16. And just over an inch of snow fell in Detroit that day as well. Of course, in 2011, fans attending the Super Bowl in Arlington, Texas, had to deal with almost 4 inches of snow that accumulated the week before the game.
Remember how it was?
Temperatures and icy roads.
And it stuck around for a week.
That was unbelievable.
Ice is falling from everywhere.
And hit somebody.
And other than that, the last Super Bowl I covered was in Atlanta, and I forget the exact year, but that was terrible weather, too. It was ice, not quite like they had here recently.
That was 2000 or 2001.
But it was really nasty.
Yeah.
So you said Michael Jackson performed.
He was the first
solo.
as a solo act.
'Cause I know Super Bowl 30 that I covered in Arizona, we were all there.
Diana
Ross.
I remember that, yes.
And Cher actually performed at halftime at a Super Bowl one time, I believe. And I'm not sure she sang this song, but she should have sung a little ditty that went something like this.
Yes,
I was born in a wagon of a traveling show. My mama used to dance for the money that oh, Papa would do whatever he could. Here's a little gospel. Fill a couple bottles of Dr. Good. Everybody now jump in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gypsies, tramps, and thieves. We're the people of the town. They call them gypsies, tramps, and thieves. Down on the middle, come on. Hey, lay the money down.
Oh, acapella Cher by Fox Sports' Mike Ducey, everybody. That was wonderful.
Thanks, everybody.
If I live to be 1,000, this will be my favorite rendition of Cher ever here.
TXU Energy for home and business. 1-866